I've only been in the program now 4 months, I think, but whenever I call or have called my volunteers or they call me, they're just so welcoming and friendly and warm, and that in itself has done so much for me to just feel like there is a world out there that cares and that will do things for me just out of their own heart.
It's closely knit. Everybody knows everybody. You can't be a part of Project Breakthrough and not know everybody. You gotta know everybody and be involved. It's just impossible. I think it's impossible for you to be in the program and not grow.
The most important thing that I've gotten out of the whole Project Breakthrough is love behind everything they do.
In looking at other social service programs and researching other social service programs, we found out that it was not a project that just provided emotional resources and support friendship to families, and a lot of programs provided a Band-Aid approach, and so we wanted to get away from that and provide a program that would truly help someone become self-sufficient by working with the families on what goals they determine for themselves.
The uniqueness of this program from my perspective is the team approach. Most volunteer programs match one individual with someone in need. This brings a team of persons bringing different disciplines, different life experiences, and that I think is its great strength.
We were living on AFGC because my husband is medically disabled and is not able to work right now, and we had a 1-year-old child, and I was just feeling really overwhelmed. I really needed help and support to start making some plans and some goals for what I was going to do to finish school and after I finished school, and I had fallen through the cracks. I had been looking for a program like this, and since I was not a single mother, I did not qualify. I could not get help. I just didn't feel supported in this world. So it did help turn things around a lot, I think, just to even meet Liza and to begin in the program and to start thinking about goals and feeling like someone would be there to, help me and support me and say, okay, great, these are your goals and we'll help you to get there, and to feel like I didn't have to do it all by myself anymore. I wasn't totally, swimming up this huge river all by myself anymore. There were people who would help me get there.
What I'm working on with Kathy right now mostly is emotional support, providing emotional support. She's separated now from her husband, and none of the volunteers foresaw that coming, and so rather than after 3 months or so set goals aimed at self-sufficiency, we're still working on emotional support, and I think the friendship part of it is really, really important at this point. What a nice book.
Yeah.
What's this one? A baby.
Yeah. Bob has been real supportive around the schoolwork when I was kind of getting towards the end of my last quarter and feeling really overwhelmed and just not seeming to be able to really sit down and do the work or find the time or find the daycare. Bob offered to help out. He helped a couple times with Ariana, and he mostly just was there for support. I called him on the phone a couple times, and he just really understood. He's been in college, and he understands what it's like to have finals and to have a lot of things and to not know where to start, and he just helped me to start and keep going and finish, and that's huge.
I mean, you don't even have to have a rough draft written out. We can compose it right there while we're doing it.
Really?
I'd like to see Kathy become self-supporting to a point where she can manage to pay the bills and not have to worry, not have those things crowding in on the rest of her life, because she's really a very talented person, and she really doesn't deserve to have all these other things tearing at her.
This program is just so important because it does what it does. It humanly and warmly and lovingly helps you to meet your goals, and I feel like I have a lot of help now, and I can make the steps more easily, and I'm not all alone.
A common thread with all of our families is that they're all very motivated families. They've all been on welfare or been low-income families for a long time and are really tired of it. and really want something different for themselves and for their children. And they've come to this program because they want something different and they want help and someone to help them work towards their goals.
Later that night, when all was very quiet except for the gentle sound of the wind among the trees, Mary's baby was born. He was a little, what was he? Is he a boy or a girl?
A boy.
How you know he's a boy?
Because Jesus is supposed to be a boy.
Oh, really? I had developed a support system, so it wasn't like I was looking for people to support me. I just needed some people to give me a little bit of encouragement, because I don't really have a lot of confidence in when I make a decision. And this group that I have, the volunteers that I have, they're always saying, oh, you do this, and you did, oh, that is really great. And it feels good, and sometimes I think, oh, they're just saying it because they know that's what they should do. But I realize that I'm starting to say, yeah, I guess I ain't that bad.
Bren and I have worked on some projects that she's wanted to develop through the program. Like, we've met with some of her school counselors and sort of discussed which classes she's going to be taking next semester and that sort of thing. And we've also gone over some of her, financial aid things to see how that was going to be going. And occasionally we do fun things, like one night we went to a Twins game, which was really fun. It was the first time she was in the Dome, so it was fun for both of us.
She really worked harder when she seen that I was going to go for my BA degree. When she just, it's like each step I made, she got more excited. She just was gung-ho about it, and that just got me so excited about it. So she was the one I didn't think I'd get along with. Out of all mine, I thought, oh, this is a yuppie, preppy type girl, and I don't think she knows what she's going to be dealing with. Now, she's younger than me, too. And I just thought, no, this ain't going to work. But out of all of them, she's the best one.
I think Brenna in the beginning was really on her way to reaching her goals anyway, and just needed a little bit more mentoring or just sort of people to bounce ideas off of. I think she really has the skills within herself to attain the things that she wants.
What, if there's one thing, is the thing that you're most proud of in the time that you've accomplished in the time with Project Breakthrough?
Getting my 2-year degree. I mean, that just would have to be it. That was something I was, 2 years ago, I don't think I was even looking at an associate's degree. Now, it's like, wow, I've actually done it. I'm the first graduate in my family. So, yeah, that would have to be it.
I was proud to see Berna graduate, but I think what really was the best moment of the graduation was at the end when she saw me and she came over and gave me a hug. That was really fun because I think she really felt like I helped her. So
it was the greatest feeling in the world. It was just the greatest, especially to see all the support. And that was one of the things that I had did is I invited all my volunteers and stuff to let them know that it's because of you guys that I got here, and I want you guys to participate in this too. And they did. They did.
But there's an African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child, and we are the village, and these are our children. What that's saying is that being a parent is too important a job to leave to any one parent, to any two parents. It takes the village to raise the child. And what Project Breakthrough says to parents is, we are the village. Here we are.
It is hard raising 4 children by myself, which I kind of denied that, because I felt, well, I should be strong and stay on top, which I do still have that attitude, but not by myself. That's the difference.
Welfare in itself is certainly a good concept, but this is somebody who'd like to get out of that vicious circle. And we're doing everything that we can and relaying everything that we know to get her out of that. Help her with school, career, so forth, as well as a family.
Happy birthday, dear Charlene. Happy birthday to you.
We took the kids one time and she just had a day to herself. That's one of the big things for her, is just to have quiet time, be able to read, take a bath, whatever.
I've given so much to my family, when they came, it's like someone is caring about me. And that was special. That was special to me.
It's a real even thing. It's Nina and I talk about her spirituality, and she's a mentor to me in that way. And that's nice to be able to call upon her for things that I want more help with in my life. And I would certainly seek her as a parent, and some of her, she's got terrific parenting skills. So it's a nice helping each other kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real nice from that sense.
She's done an absolutely amazing job with those kids.
As you
I've
can
got my
see.
brothers and sisters have, you know, one or two kids to handle. They're not nearly as polite as, I don't imagine our kids will probably be that polite.
Yeah.
But,
You gonna see the baby? You gonna see him?
and this thing isn't going to end with Nina, or it's not going to end on the year's time frame that you sign up for. We'll help those kids if they need it, if we can, that kind of thing. So.
I want my children to see that Mom made it and be proud of me and know that whatever they want to do, they can do if they really want to do it. It might take some help along the way, but count that as a stepping stone to just make it to where you want to go.
As our society becomes more and more alienated and people kind of do their own thing, this is a way for people to help each other, which costs no money between the volunteers and the families. They're not exchanging anything but love, time, and friendship and commitment, which if everyone would do would make such a difference in people's lives.
I would have never applied for school if it wasn't for my volunteers supporting me.
This program helped me learn to trust again.
This program helped me stay focused on my goals.
Overall, I feel better about myself and I have given my children more attention.
Project Breakthrough addresses many underlying problems associated with poverty by working with the entire family on the goals they have determined for themselves. Project Breakthrough, a self-sufficiency program administered by the Salvation Army in Minneapolis, empowers families trying to break the chains of poverty. The goal is to intervene before the poverty cycle becomes generational, enabling participating families to become self-sufficient. Families served by Project Breakthrough face many barriers to self-sufficiency: illiteracy, teen parenthood, a lack of a high school diploma, and inadequate job skills are all external barriers difficult to overcome alone. Designed to stop the Band-Aid approach, Project Breakthrough offers client families a continuum of caring and support. Volunteers undergo intensive training in listening, problem solving, values clarification, and cultural diversity. Teams of 3 or 4 volunteers meet with participating families to work together on identified goals. This unique approach provides support in the areas of parenting, financial management, education, and other vital life skills. Social workers provide intensive support to the volunteer teams by suggesting interventions and through recognition. Social workers also offer intensive intervention to the families and act as advocates and mediators. A monthly support group held at the Minneapolis Temple Core offers families a way of reducing isolation while providing educational growth groups for both parents and children. For parents, professionals from the community address topics such as enhancing parenting skills, building self-esteem, nutrition, and gaining job skills. For children, community volunteers provide tutoring, educational programs, and arts and crafts. A comprehensive team consisting of a family therapist, a financial planner, and a lawyer volunteer time and services for Project Breakthrough participants. Newsletters, parties, picnics, family camping experiences, and other special events are offered throughout the year to foster a strong sense of community within the program. As a natural progression, families reaching self-sufficiency graduate from the program. Alumni assist in planning special events and have become volunteer mentors for Project Breakthrough. Through the effectiveness and quality of Project Breakthrough, this program is already being replicated by Salvation Army units throughout the world. Project Breakthrough continues to be a model program for other social service agencies within the Minneapolis area. In June 1993, Project Breakthrough received the Salvation Army Central Territory's Excellence in Social Service Ministry Award. Project Breakthrough is successful thanks to a partnership between the Junior League of Minneapolis and the Salvation Army. The results of the program demonstrate that this model of intensive intervention works. Of the participants enrolled in the program, 33% have returned to school, 11% have completed high school, 20% have earned college degrees, almost half have had a career advancement, and 3 have gone on to become mentors in the Project Breakthrough program. This innovative program gives families dignity, draws on their strengths, and teaches them many new skills to build a self-sufficient future. Project Breakthrough, a program that is making a difference for life.